There's like 30. Hey, everybody. Glad you're here. All right.
Can we show my video?
Oh, we might be able to show your video. We can actually show your video. I know how to do that. So, all right. If you are putting babies to bed, you can have your phones off for now, but we'd love to see your faces. Listen, you can angle your camera so that you can see from just your head up. Do what you got to do. All right. But I want to go ahead and get started, you guys. It is 8 o'clock and I have some things to share with you tonight. I'm excited. So we're going to start here first.
It's been great getting to know my wife in a way that most couples don't get to know one another, not only as, life partners, but business partners. Plexus, with working together, we've kind of carried on to any other business venture that we take on now. So our other businesses, we work together in those just like we did in Plexus, and it has made our other businesses stronger and better because of it. This is the type of complex that I've always managed. Big complexes where I handled all the service. It's stressful, it's long hours. I wasn't able to spend much time with my kids at all. Come here. My real passion was in flipping homes and real estate investment. So just recently, we've been able to start flipping homes, and I'm able to spend more time with my kids.
My first husband, David, and father was killed in a car accident. It changed everything.
My dad passed away when I was young, and his whole life was spent working. I remember thinking one day, I really wish I would have known him a little bit better. He just wasn't able to be there because he was working all the time.
And also, we had a surprise the next week after the funeral. The surprise was that I was pregnant, that we added another little sister.
He cares. He truly cares from the bottom of his heart. The people on his team are like family to him, and he goes out of his way to make sure that they are taken care of, that the relationships are strong. He looks out for them. We call him kind of like the Papa Bear on the team.
He is a caretaker.
He's always been.
He has always been a caretaker his entire life.
When she started becoming successful in Plexus, I realized I would be a fool not to be in this with my wife.
And to see him grow as an individual has been an incredible thing to watch.
He has more of the, I guess, not so the emotional side, so it's just more of the cognitive, like he just really tells you how it is and gets you keep going too.
After the first couple of weeks, I don't know what happened one day, we just started having fun with that. Like, we found comfort in being able to sit on the back patio and talk to our business together.
David, congratulations on being a Diamond Ambassador. I'm so proud of you.
So this is one of the houses that we're currently about to go auction for, and needs a little bit of work, but it's a great house and a great location. This is something we never expected we could do.
I'm not even in his downline, and he's helped me more than anyone else with what I'm doing in my role in Plexus.
And for me, that was good as a leader to help me grow my business, the facts and to be honest and to have real conversations.
So this is one of the skills you really pick up when you get to stay home more. When you have two little girls, you learn how to do girls' hair. And this is like a really cool part of the day. Usually when they cooperate, it's a really cool part of the day because it's like our little special moment every day.
Standing on that stage with my husband, I remember looking at each other and we just had this look in our eyes of humility.
I'm like that crazy Plexus guy now. I'm totally in and totally believer of this company and its products. The most important thing is figure out what's going to drive you. What's your why? Why are you doing this? And what's going to keep you going when, times get tough? What's going to push you past that? Second, you need to learn to listen. That's the hardest thing for me at first, was you need to listen to others, not just hear them, but actually listen, make a goal, and set a date when you want to be there.
Where I won't get as many hits on a post or responses that Courtney will. I reach out to David with those frustrations, and he just lets me know, hey, it's a little bit harder for guys, but just keep doing it, be persistent at it, and it will happen.
We love you, David.
From your favorite girls.
That's what we walk away with being the best part about it, is we get to nurture relationships with our team, and we get to build new relationships with part of our team that maybe we don't really know.
And he always has your back. You don't ever feel alone because he is always right there with you through the whole journey.
We love Plexus.
Everything that has happened in David's life has made him who he is.
Do you want a brother or a sister? Yes. Another sister? Okay, go.
What I tell you?
That's always what I wanted. I wanted just a close, not a huge family, but a big family. There were years that I didn't think it was going to happen.
Yay. Yay. A girl daddy.
I would be nothing without my team, of course, and I owe them everything. I think they're awesome. I think they're the best group of people in the world.
David, you have been the biggest rock for both of our Plexus journeys, that it makes me so proud of you to see you succeed and be recognized for every step of the way that you've been here, which has been from step one.
We love
Plexus!
So one of the things that we are featuring all month long is Men of Plexus. So this Tuesday night, we had a Men of Plexus event where we heard incredible testimonies from Kenny and Peter and Sean. We got to learn about some more Men of Plexus, Rob Heffley, who's a Diamond Ambassador as well. But I wanted to introduce you guys to Tara and David Castaneda. And I love that they work the business together. But this is the thing, they took it as an opportunity to make something new, to create something together. But I have some more treats for you guys tonight, because doing it together doesn't always mean that it's going to be simple. It doesn't always mean it's going to be easy. But what it does mean is that you have every opportunity to make it what you like.
Opportunities is our word today. I met it with Maxwell. My name is John. Michelle, who's one of our team members from Las Vegas, Nevada, asked me to share that with you. I've often asked myself, why do people not seize opportunities more than they do? I mean, there are some that when an opportunity arises, they immediately go after it and they achieve it. But by far, the vast majority of people, honestly, they never migrate to or grab hold of opportunities that come their way. And I ask myself all the time, why not? Why wouldn't they? I've come to the conclusion that the reason we don't grab hold of opportunities quicker than we do is because opportunities are often disguised as problems. And who wants a problem? We see a problem and we're out of there. What I discovered is you got to unwrap the problem to find the opportunity. You've got to open the door of difficulties and adversity to find the opportunity. Opportunities are always on the inside. You've got to move something on the outside to see them. That's why in life, you never see somebody that just said, wow, we don't have signs that opportunities available, opportunities. No, we see the problem. And so many times we miss the signal, and therefore we don't pay the price to open the door of the problem to find the opportunity. So I hope today, as you look at maybe a difficult stretch in your day, and you'll see it not as a problem to avoid, but as an opportunity to achieve. Thanks for being with me today. on Minute with Max.
I love this by John because everything in Plexus is an opportunity. You have the opportunity to do something that very few people will ever do. But I'm here to tell you, when you do the things that no one else is doing, you will have what no one else has. But what does it look like to do the things, right? And how does that work? And how can we at times overcomplicate this? Anybody overcomplicators out there? Like, it's okay, you're in a safe place. You'd be like, I overcomplicate everything. It takes me an hour and a half, 2 hours to write a post, and then I go back and then delete it, and then I take it, and then I go back, and I go, and then I know I want to reach out to this friend, but, or I have a friend that just messaged me, and she's struggling. She needs to figure out how to get her products covered. So if I had held back and said, I'm sorry, it really sucks right now. Let me know when you can make it work out. But that's an opportunity to share with her about how simple it is to share Plexus. So tonight, I have a treat for you. I'm just giving myself a high five right now. Ahead of time, this is awesome. You're gonna love it. So high five. Are you ready? Here we go. Where'd it go? I don't know where that music's coming from, but that's fantastic. Anybody know where I can find the music?
Welcome to the Maxwell Leadership Podcast. This is the podcast that...
That's not what I wanted to show you. All right, here we go. Okay. So you guys, this is something that we're going to start trying to do a little more often for you, to give you guys a visual of what we're talking about. Okay. So this is our Simply Sharing Plexus episode of Pink Life Live. This is going to be a recap for some of you, and some of you, this is going to be a epiphany moment. And aha, I have been making this way too hard. And some of you, this might be the very first time you're hearing this. So what we're going to talk about tonight is our ATM system, how simple it is to find your quiz link, and what Blessing Friends does, and how limiting their out-of-pocket expense is going to catapult your business to a whole other level. Okay, are you guys ready?
We've been waiting.
All right, you're ready. All right, our ATM system. Keeping things simple when sharing Plexus is the key. We do not need to be the experts. We just need to know where to go to find the things to help our friends and family get plugged in. That's it. So what we do is we add our friends and our family to our education and information page. It is called Gutology 101. The next step is tag. We tag them in the pinned post to the top of the page. And the way that you do this is with the @ symbol and their name. But you can only do this if you've already invited them. Now, there's two parts to this process. You can tag them without them getting the invitation first, like accepting the invitation, but it won't show up in notifications until they accept the invite. Okay? M is for messages. We want to send them back the link to the Facebook page in a private Facebook message. We do not want to share Gutology publicly. This is a private page. And the reason that we keep it private is because these are real testimonies that friends have allowed us the opportunity to share. Not all of them are made to be public. But by keeping them private, we can actually share more relevant testimonies with friends and family. Also, we want to protect the sanctity of our friends and family from being cross-recruited or promoted or solicited. This is a very closed off, locked down page for you to use as a tool and a resource to grow your business rapidly. But this is the tip. Do not put in big capital letters in your notes. I will not randomly go through my friends list and add every single person. Please do not do this. Number one, you bog down all the invites for the admins. There are 4 and 5 and 6 of us every single day, multiple times a day, who are improving people, but we're guaranteeing we're vetting them. So I see Karen Ray invited 2 friends. I'm like, approve. Go Karen, go Karen. I'm like, woohoo. Now I might see Jill and she just invited 98 people. Holy cow, Jill's excited and I am too. But unless Jill has a proven system to follow up, it's a flag that tells me she just randomly went through her friends list and was inviting everybody and their mother. So the M is for message, because you want to make a list of who you're inviting, send them the link and messages so that they will find it easier and quicker. Now, the next step in this is the format for the quiz link. You want to write this down. This is going to free up so much of your time than reaching up to your Jewel to ask them to find your friend's quiz link. We give you permission to give it to them yourself. Now, the quiz link to directly guide them and their friends to the health quiz is join.plexusworldwide.com/whatever their referral link name is. Okay, /quiz. There's no spaces, it's all together. Now you can find this in your back office as well for your friends when you click the plus button next to their name in your points and ranks session. You can view details, and in the bottom of their name, it will show you their unique referral link that shows up under their name. And that's what you're going to plug in. Now, you can send that to them as well. So that's how you find your link, but it's also how you send your friends links for them. Now, the reason that we want to send them the links, so we want to help limit our friends' out-of-pocket expense. Finding their quiz link for them helps to limit your friends from being overwhelmed and trying to navigate it on your own, on their own. Do you remember what it felt like when you got in that back office for the first time? And you were trying to figure out what was what, and you might have been excited and you might have been motivated and you were like, I'm going to do this. But what about the friend that's skeptical? What about the friend who's just really unsure? She's not even stuff like this stuff really works. But if you can simply grab her referral name, plug it into the link and send it to her, it's going to be so much simpler and easier for her. Helping them ATM. The reason that we ATM is because we're not experts. We're not medical professionals. We don't have to know all the things. We just got to know where to go to find it. So help to limit your friends' ATM from feeling like they need to know all the things to share too. This is where not overwhelming them with way too much information, way too fast. Quickly and easily add them, tag them, send them the link back with the quiz. Let me know what it says. Take a quick second and fill this out. And just for doing that, I have a coupon code that is going to take 10% off your total order. Can make your VIP sign up free, or it'll take 10% off the whole shebang. But let me know what it says first. And this is where you find the website name. This is what it's going to look like. And following up, you guys, don't hesitate to follow up with your friends and ask them for a pink drink selfie. It is a thing. You can actually make a post on their behalf to cheer them on in their journey. Kimberly started doing this when she came on board, And I thought it was the greatest, most genius thing ever. And I can remember the day that I called her and I'm like, girl, how are you getting them to send you a pink drink selfie? And Kimberly, what did you say?
I said, I said, I just asked. And I remember you laughing hysterically, like, oh, yeah, it's probably that easy. You just ask them.
You just ask, girl, send me a pink drink selfie. It's
Yeah.
voice this. So I say I have adopted this too. Send me a pink drink selfie. And I'm like, it's a thing. I can help you. I'm going to shout you out because I'm so excited for you to get started with me. And we're going to compare this photo in 30, 60, 90 days from now. Now, statistically, friends who are able to limit their out-of-pocket expense stick with the products long enough to have and see incredible results, you guys. Now, this graph on the right side of the screen shows you VIP customers who don't share. That 90-day window is where something magical happens. Do you see the difference between a VIP in the dark blue who didn't share and the VIP who did share at 90 days? It's a little different, but check out what happens at 6 months and then a year. When friends, we can help them limit their out-of-pocket expense. What ends up happening is they stay on the products significantly longer amount of time and have incredible results. And that's what we're here for. We're here for the testimonies. So when you bless 3, you get your products for free. That's it. We don't have to overcomplicate it. We don't have to talk always about creating a business and a global empire. Well, this is coming through. Because sometimes when friends are getting started, it just simply is bless 3 people, get your products for free. It can be your sister, your husband, your best friend. And the math for this is based on this month's incentive. So this month, when you help your friends, bless 3 friends, and it's within their fast start window, which opens up as soon as they bless their first friend. So any new VIP customer, whether they joined last month or 6 months ago, if they have never blessed a friend, they can actually fast start and double bonus. So it's $60 for 3 friends. This is based on a 109 welcome pack. Now, when they bless 3 friends, they earn the $100 silver bonus. I love to call that the friends and family bonus. Sounds better than silver, doesn't it? I'm saying the same thing, but just in a different way. Now, when they do it within 30 days, that's an additional $100. But this month is the last month for the Rise Up, Rank Up bonus. That's another $100. Are you guys adding up the math? Anybody out there? A human calculator? Right? 60 plus 100 plus 200 plus another 100 plus 45. 405. $405. That could significantly help friends go for 4 months if they didn't do anything else. But see, we know that they do because then they're like, oh gosh, that wasn't that hard. I added them, I tagged them, I sent a message, or I started a 3-way message with Lindsay. And she helped me out because I didn't know what to say. Now, when you bless 3 friends, you want to give them the coupon code. It's SAM2020. This is going to unlock the free VIP on a 109 welcome pack, and it saves them up to 46% off their welcome pack as well. We never, ever want finances to come in the way of someone's health goals, you guys. When we start to realize that that's why we share, that's why we talk about the opportunity side of things, is because we are helping them navigate what that looks like as well. So everyone's timeline is going to look different. But for us on a single income, I knew in order to stay on these products that I had to give it time. In order to give it time, and I was desperate for the healing, I knew that I was going to have to share. Within December 2018, I started my health journey. I was sick and tired, bald and broke. You guys hear me talk about this. It's 194 pounds and suffering with a host of symptoms. As if, yeah, I really did. That was the heaviest I ever was. I was 216 when I was pregnant, but I was 194 when I started Plexus, and I wasn't pregnant. I don't weigh 194 pounds anymore. No. So in 2019, in January, I blessed my first 3 friends. I was paid back on my first order and then covered my second order. We haven't paid for our supplements ever since. So if something comes out and I'm like, I want to try that collagen. I always think if it doesn't work, I'll get my money back. But then they work. They always work, right? Well, within that year, by that following time, January of 2020, where now a year has gone by, I lost over 70 pounds, came off all of my medication and reversed all of my blood work. In that time, I earned my first Lexus, a trip to Hawaii, and a 6-figure income. Still a homeschool mom, 7 children, still a wife, still a mother. I just don't have to miss all the things. I'm able to time block and work my business around our crazy life. Now, in 2022, is that where we're at? It's unblocked. Yeah, 2021, we earned a double promotion. We went from Sapphire to Diamond. I earned a Lexus at Sapphire. I earned a Lexus at Diamond. That's 3 Lexi. I chose to take the cash option. With all of those kids, it would look like a circus coming out of Kimberly's vehicle. So we chose the cash option for our family. Now, I want to take a second with you guys, and I want to dream bigger. Let's dream bigger together. If you could do anything, what would it be? If you could go anywhere or do anything, what would it look like? Like, I want you to take a second and write that question out to yourself. If you could do anything, what would it be? What would you love to do? What's that thing that just makes you like, if you could do that every day, all day, and get paid for it, that would be even better. But what's that stirring in your heart? Like you heard David and Tara, they loved flipping homes, but they never had the financial means to be able to do that. But they do now. You also heard David talk about setting goals. Setting goals is important. If we don't set goals, then we are setting ourselves up for failure. Kind of like the airplane pilot, we all get on the plane and we all start taking off. Well, if that pilot doesn't know where he's headed, we're just going to circle the airfield. We're never going to get to Hawaii. And we could be on that plane for hours. But if we get on board and that pilot knows where we're going, then he has a direct shot because he's leading the way. So for you, your first goal should be, what's your health goal? What does that look like for you? I heard today that Karen Ray has hit an incredible goal. Karen Ray, can you just real quick, you're under the line. You didn't know I was going to call on you. So you hit a health goal today, like a pretty big health goal. What happened?
You tell.
I got on the scale and am down almost 50 pounds from when I started. I'm not going to say the numbers right now, but
you will one day, you'll be like, listen, I started here, now I'm here. 50 pounds.
You can see it.
Huge congratulations.
Yeah.
Watching you come back to life has been the biggest blessing to watch just unfold in front of our own eyes.
Thank you.
Friend. Setting your goals is about you. And then it's about other people. Karen is showing other people how to do it too. And now she's qualified to show other people because she herself did it. Right? Your next question is, what would be your first financial goal? What does that look like? Is it paying off debt? Is it, my friend Amy is on and I'm gonna share with her. Amy, what is your goal for this month? Where are you at? We were talking about your car.
I want to tell my husband that the car payment is on me.
Amen.
Amen.
She's got a goal that she is paying that car payment. But then our bigger goal is she's gonna pay it off. Like that's the goal, right? And it starts with these little goals, but those little goals add up to really big wins. So looking at this brand income graphic here, it goes through the different promotional levels that Plexus has to offer. What income would bless your family? Take just a second and look at it. The jewels, we were all talking on Tuesday night, and the conversation came up about how accurate is this, and that they were like, it's actually like, it's really good. And then I was like, well, and I always want to make sure that we share real, valid numbers with you. That is so important to us as your leadership team. And so Maria had such an epiphany moment. She was like, listen, when you add in the cars, the trips, the tick, Maria, go for it.
Yeah, so we did, once commission hit, we share, we all share how much we make. And then the subject came up about how accurate it is to this guide. And, Jenna's been around longer than all of us. And so she's like, well, this has been around a little bit longer. And I know that the Plexus points were a little bit higher. So she was like, I'm not sure how accurate this is. And I said, I know that I've been hearing that, but let me tell you, I did the math. And you guys know I'm the math girl on the team. And I said, what it says for Emerald, and I can only speak from silver through Emerald because that's the only ones that I've accomplished. I said, it's pretty darn accurate. I'm not going to say that my commission check is $9,000 every month, but we've had quarterly incentives every quarter except for this quarter because of the rise of rank up. This is the only quarter that we haven't had one, but every quarter that we've had one, I've swept them, and they've all been over $4,000. So I add that into my yearly salary. When I add the car payment of $600 and I add that to my yearly salary, when I add how many people I help that I mentor to rank up fast start, I get paid for that. So I add that to my salary when I add how many people I bring in. And you guys know, like, I am relentless. I'm very competitive. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm like watching everybody. And I try to make sure that I am on the top. I don't know. No, I'm kidding. I don't really do that. But I know I have big dreams, and I've never dreamt this big before. And that's being completely honest. But going back, I said, Jenna, when I calculate my quarterly bonus, the car, my commissions, what I make from all of my business building bonuses, every time I, bless the family, when I had everything, and this is pretty accurate. I said, this is right on. So, if you had any doubt, I said, not that I'll check that is that dollar amount every month, but when you add all the little ones together, yes, absolutely. I tell her that is right on. So I can only speak for that one. Okay. And then, so I just wanted to kind of let her know, let the jewels know, and then, let everybody else know that's pretty darn accurate. And so if you had any doubt, be excited about going Emerald, because, oh, wait, but there's more. Remember, I just booked my flight today, guys. I didn't just book my flight. I registered today. I booked my flight, which was over $2,000, and Plexus is paying for that. The hotel for Hawaii. So remember, when you add everything that they give you, right? I mean, so that's compensation, right? So that is something, so your entire compensation, for Emerald, everything that they pay for, yes, absolutely. I mean, they pay for a lot. I mean, I've never seen anything like that. I'm very grateful every single day to be on this team. So grateful. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Jenna.
Amen. Love it. So when you're looking at that graphic, I want you to take a second and write down, what would bless your family? What level, what amount of income? Sometimes when we're getting started and we're dreaming, like Maria said, this is new to dream this big. It's new. And when I started, I was like, if I could just make $300 a month, that would be great. It would cover all of our stuff, right? And then gold happened. And then senior gold happened. And then ruby happened. And then senior ruby happened because I started helping other people do the same thing. Because I have that conviction that I don't want finances to come in the way of their health goals. So who do you know that would be blessed with these life-changing products, but also with this incredible opportunity? Our motto in Plexus is that when you have been blessed, you bless others. I love that. We are in business of blessing others, not just in their health, but in their wealth too. And these are only 3 of our emeralds. Peter Brucal, I need a photo of him sitting on his truck all cute like that, Kimberly. We'll slap him up there too. But you guys, the reality of it is that you know people who are struggling in 2 areas most of the time. They go to bed struggling with the financial burden of how are they going to do the things? How are they going to pay for back to school supplies? How are they going to pay for uniforms to go back to school? How are they going to pay for school? How are they going to pay for gas? How are they going to pay for just the bare essentials at the grocery store? Diapers, formula, things that a lot of people now are struggling with, but also their health. You have the answer and the solution for both of them. But what does that look like? It looks like them taking you up on, like John said, the opportunity. And this is where some will, and some won't. It's okay. Someone is waiting out there for you to give them a lifeline. And I feel like as we are merging and we're growing and we're just moving and we're learning to all work together and cohesively, the ripple effect that you are having is absolutely massive and incredible. I talked with a friend today. We signed up a lifelong friend. I think she knew Kenny before he was even born. And you know what she said? She didn't care about the products. She's like, I know they work. I saw you at Kenny's grandma's birthday and you were wearing a wig. That was just a couple of years ago. And I see you today. You're not the same person. I have seen Kenny's bikini shot from Finland in the sauna. I know this stuff works. I want you to tell me, how much money do you make doing this every month? Okay, we're gonna have this conversation. And I shared with her everything I'm sharing with you tonight, how simple it is. We do not have to overcomplicate this. It does not have to get overwhelming or all consuming. The systems are there. It's just learning to use them, to leverage them, to plug into them, and to share them with our friends and our family unapologetically. Because you never know who that $405 is going to bless their socks off. You just don't know. So I would just encourage you guys, as you're out and about, as you're posting and you're sharing and you're doing the things, you yourself are being a product of the product, you're your own walking billboard. It takes away that imposter syndrome that the enemy will try to throw at you as soon as he can. Because if you're not being consistent with taking your products, if you're not being consistent with posting, if you're not being consistent with following up, if you're not being consistent with getting on calls, if you're not being consistent with getting on Map the Money calls with your leaders, if you're not being consistent, encouraging, loving, and cheering others on in your team chats, then how can we expect our teams to do that? We can't. And the enemy's going to get at you really fast. And he's going to be like, who do you think you are? You know you're not doing that, but you're telling her to do that. You're telling him to do that. We, as your leadership team, will never ask you to do something that we ourselves are not actively doing. So guess who is running for Hutchinson Island? Everybody's hands should be up. We're all running for Hutchinson Island, okay? Listen, everybody's hands should be up. We're all going. Maybe not Michelle, because she may or may not be in labor. She has a pass. But we'll bring her lentils. We'll hang out at her house with this beautiful baby. But we share about that because there are times where it's an incredible opportunity to get together and have fellowship. You want to surround yourself with the dreamers and the doers, not the naysayers, not the people that aren't where you want to go, not the people that have no clue what they're talking about. I went on a little tangent last night in my stories. It might still be up for a second. It might go down in a minute. But I said, you know what? I'm challenging you. If you're interested in network marketing, direct sales, how about we stop talking to the quitters and you talk to the winners? Talk to the people who are having success in network marketing. And if they tell you it doesn't work, but I guarantee if you talk to any one of your leaders and this incredible leadership team, they are going to give you sound, good advice and wisdom. What not to do, because we probably have done it, but what to do. Don't talk to the people who aren't doing the things. It's like going to a bad barber and expecting a good haircut. That's good, but it's true. But all too often people have all these opinions about direct sales and network marketing. And I tried that and didn't work for me. And my question is, well, how long did you stick with it for? 3 months? Could you build an empire in 3 months? Now I know Nehemiah built the wall in like 54 days. Well, that was extraordinary. But this is the deal. He didn't have, what?
He had a lot of help.
He had a lot of help. But he didn't quit and he didn't give up. And I'm here to tell you, you cannot fail at this if you don't quit. Your timeline is unique. It's gonna look different. That's okay. That's why I love that. There you go. Don't quit. This is up on Maria's wall in her office.
There you go.
You know, we have Kimberly and she went and she got it. Kimberly is the most coachable person that I know. She will always come back and say, what could I do better? What could I do different? How should I be doing this? What should I be saying? How can I help my people do better? How can I help them succeed quicker, faster, better than I did? She did it in 6 months and earned her emerald. Then she turned around and she showed Maria how to do it too. Maria's doing it quicker. She's doing it better. She's doing it faster. And then Kimberly was like, you know what? If I did it once, I can do it twice. She did. And then we have Karen, who took her 3.5 years. Now, this is the deal. The journey matters. The destination is important, but it's all those opportunities you have along the way to learn something new. Don't discount the journey and don't compare timelines. They're gonna look different. They're gonna be different because you are. You are wonderfully and beautifully made and created. Your story is unique and you matter. The people that you're gonna touch, the people that you're gonna impact, the people that Yolanda is over there blessing their socks off with, they're gonna be different than the people that I'm talking to, and I love it. I love that she is opening a whole new market of individuals, and Maria and Audrey and Anna and all of these different multifaceted, beautiful faces that make up Plexus. That's my favorite thing. That's what one Plexus is all about. We all have a heart to love and serve others well. When you build your business on that solid foundation and you don't quit, you keep showing up and you're consistent even when you don't feel like it. You're consistent when you think like nobody's liking your posts. You're getting like 2 comments over here and he's killing his posts, you guys. So you should be following him and liking him just to make him feel better, okay? Because I hear about it end of the night. I made this great post and I got like 2 comments on that.
He doesn't pop up for me. I'm gonna have to check
Go
on that.
follow him or maybe friend him. Maybe you're not friends yet.
I thought we were.
He can accept your friend requests. I'll approve you girls. You're good. Some people I'm like, no, you can't be friends with her.
But they're watching.
But they're watching.
Proof of it was today.
So I want to encourage you guys. Consistency is the key. Do not overcomplicate this. Have the conversations. Be real with you. Do you have a Dollar Tree mentality, but millionaire goals and dreams? We're learning in tips from the top. We can't have those $1 million dreams and a Dollar Tree mentality or work ethic. You want me to say that again? People in the back. Like you can't have a Dollar Tree mentality or work ethic and a $1 million goal or dream. You got to step it up. And if you don't know what that looks like because it's so foreign to you, reach out to your leaders. They have been there. They have done it. They're working through it. So I'm going to throw this to Kenny.
But the tips from the top yesterday and today's was a really good one. I mean, if you haven't watched them, and it takes just a couple minutes, I sit there on my mail truck and I just listen as I'm going. And yesterday was mindset. And then today, what is her
Robin
name?
Sullivan.
Yep, Robin. What's she talking about?
Retention,
Yes.
recruiting.
But I mean, the way she speaks, it was simple. It was pretty cool. It's interesting that what you're talking about tonight, I had no idea. Good job on this slide.
High five myself.
Yeah, it
Wasn't that
was.
awesome?
I didn't get that on Tuesday.
So well, wait, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a short 5-minute video out of those slides and I'm gonna talk through them and I'm gonna load it to YouTube so you can share that same video with your peeps. Totally getting out of my comfort zone here, but I'm doing it because I feel like our leadership team has been talking about this. We just need to create it's a system. It just needs to be tweaked a little bit. So we're gonna tweak it. We're gonna give them a visual with the voiceover, the link. It'll be on an unlisted channel, so we can talk about whatever we want. You'll have the link and you can share it with your friends, okay?
But you saw the timeline from 2018 up until present, the health journey. And then you saw the graphic of silver, senior silver, so forth and so on, about the ranks and how much they make. And it's consistency. That's what it is. So I'm reading The Power of Five, and if you're not on Saturday's book club, please try to make it. If not, read it on your own. Because I would say everybody says it's the best book. No, hands down.
When we're reading whatever book.
No, hands down, the Bible and this one is the best book I've ever seen, because it actually helps you with your business, but with life. And a lot of good nuggets. And one of the nuggets I'm going to pull out was Cal Ripken. It's really short because I want everybody to see my video. Cal Ripken was a baseball player. If you don't know, he played for like 17, 20 years, something like that. He is known for being the Iron Man. He played in 2,632 games straight. Never missed a game. Always went to the ballpark, did his thing, came back. A season is 180 games. He did that for 17 plus years. So what game put him in the Hall of Fame? All of them.
Makes sense.
Which one was it? You can't just say one. It was the 2,632 games that he played. And now he reaped the reward of that fruit of his labor, was all that consistency. You don't think he played with pain? You don't think he tweaked his back or his neck, his wrist, whatever, trying to hit the baseball and do what they do? I mean, everybody, if you follow baseball just a little bit, you know those guys get hurt all the time. And he played for that long And that's consistency. And that's what got him in the Hall of Fame. And you look at that graphic health-wise with Jenna, and everybody here on this call has their health journey. And then you look at the graphic with the money. If you're dreaming to be at a certain point, you consistently get there, write your goal down, put a date to it, ready, aim, fire, and action. Don't sit there. That's what in the book it says, ready, aim, and that's all people do, ready, aim. And they just keep aiming, they keep aiming, they don't do anything. And then there's people that go ready, aim, fire. That fire means action, movement, doing something, calling people, talking to people, just moving the needle. But it has to start with you. Develop yourself consistently, and lead yourself harder than you lead anybody else, and everything, all the chips will fall in place. I'm telling you, if you want to get from whatever to emerald, and from emerald to diamond, you have to work on yourself. There's no negotiating on that. Because when those tough times come, and they will, then you know your why, and you can work through it, because all bad things come to an end. There's always the rainstorm goes away. But if you don't realize that or have the mindset of that, it'll take you out. You just got to keep working. You guys are awesome. You rock. Who wants to see my video? I'm itching.
All right, before we see the video, Kimberly, do you have anything you want to add?
No.
As we wrap up.
Nothing. Stop talking to the quitters and talk to the winners. I love it, Jenna.
That's a Jenna quote. So you better hashtag Jenna was right.
I got it. I'm hashtagging Jenna was right. That.
Everybody's capable of being a winner.
Yes.
Don't know it
yet. All right, let's go find this video for you guys. Give me a second.
Hard to find.
No. I say that, and then I'm like, where'd it go?
And while Jenna's looking for that, I just want to share with everyone, Jenna, you mentioned a little earlier, our one Plexus community. And I know, Kenny, you mentioned, the tips from the top. And, I just added in my post, I think yesterday, before, it is incredible, the one Plexus community. What the diamonds have done to share, put in the time to share these tips every single day. For the benefit of everyone, right? And so, every time, and I will tell you that, throughout my year, I've connected with people outside of our team. They're cheering me on, I'm cheering them on, and it's just an amazing community. But as far as the tips from the top, I do love it. And again, whoever's not watching it, definitely get on that. Because again, I really do appreciate all the things that the diamonds do to help everybody's business, right? So.
Amen.
All right, we had so many great videos that we had to schedule them. Here we go.
Hey guys, Kenny, you're good. You guys ever heard of leaky gut syndrome? I didn't know what leaky gut syndrome was until about 5 years ago, when my wife was diagnosed with autoimmune disease and a host of issues that came along with it. So I'm going to do a science experiment. This hose right here, which I found in my backyard with my pool, is the lining of your intestinal tract. Now you're aligning with a healthy system. It's just healthy. And your food comes in and waste comes out. That's what I'm going to demonstrate. All right, we're eating for a period of time. With a healthy intestinal tract, it just comes out. All right, you see that, guys? Awesome. I'm sorry, I gagged a little bit. That's a pretty good illustration of a healthy intestinal tract. All right, now with your intestinal tract, with the American diet and just all sorts of stuff, medications, alcohol, too much sugar, so forth and so on, your intestinal tract ends up becoming like a pantyhose. So let me get all this in there. Sorry, just deal with me, guys. And when your intestinal tract is like a pantyhose, your waste ends up going into your bloodstream, into your body, and that's what gets you sick. It starts seeping out. It's all in my hands. And now all this waste is leaking into your bloodstream. So we saw the healthy intestinal tract. Now you see the non-healthy intestinal tract. All right, guys, let's do an overview. This is your healthy intestinal tract. This is your unhealthy intestinal tract. Now, how can Plexus help with this? Plexus helps with three things: balance your blood sugars, fights inflammation, and gut health. Now, that gut health component deals with the excessive candida, which is the root cause to your leaky gut. Now, let's talk about these three products right here, the Triplex, which help with the leaky gut. We've got the BioCleanse, the Bio5, and the Pink Train. Now, these are my go-to that I started 3.5 years ago to deal with my gut, which got rid of my headaches, joint pain, sleep apnea, sugar cravings, and the 55-pound loss. Oh, and I don't have to take testosterone shots. So these three products is my go-to. Now I do take other products, but I would say this is like the foundation pillar that help with leaky gut. All right, you guys gonna have either a healthy intestinal tract or an unhealthy intestinal tract. The choice is yours. It's up to you. This is Gut Guy Kenny. I'm out.
Listen, sometimes you got to do the scary thing.
Hey, everybody. My name is Rodney Langford. I'm here today to talk to you about some really awesome products. You're probably very familiar with the Plexus Triplex.
There are so many great testimonies, you guys, that are all over YouTube. So we have different, one of the things that I do, and Teresa was telling me the other day too, she actually will create files of things on YouTube that she wants to watch, and she labels them. I was like, that's genius. So I started going through and I'm like, okay, that's a good training. That's good product. That's good science. That's good motivation. That's good mindset. That's good leadership. So then it makes it easy. If I can't even watch it at the time, I can go back and I can save it to a file and watch it later when you do have time. So like the tips from the top, like Kenny talked about, if you have not invested or time blocked out just like 10 minutes to watch those videos, I want to challenge you with two questions. One is, why not? Why are you not taking time, 10 minutes, to invest in your business, to get some incredible tools from people who are where you want to be, right? We're going to be talking to the winners. We want to learn from the people who are where you want to be.
Research and development.
Take the time. You're worth it. Take the time. And then last but not least, like Kenny did, do the hard things, do the scary things.
But that was a good illustration. I was pretty proud of myself. I remember Jenna talking like, hey, your intestinal tract's kind of like a pantyhose. I'm like, wow. But when you actually see it, you're like, wow, that's why people really do get sick the way they do. But going back to what Jenna said real quick, that's research and development. All companies do that. They invest in themselves, either in technology to better themselves, whatever. So watching those tips from the top or anything like that, any kind of mindset, is just research development to make your business better. That's all it is. That's all you got. 9 o'clock.
All right, 9 o'clock. We're out. We hope that you had a lot of value out of this tonight. This was recorded, so we will be putting it up. And then I'm going to work on that video for you guys so that you'll be able to have that in your archive and your arsenal to be able to share how simple it is to share Plexus. So you guys, thank you for taking time and plugging in today. Next week, we will be coming back to you live at Thursday night. And we have some special guests that are going to be joining us as well. So thank you guys so much. We can't wait to see your beautiful faces again. Have a great night, guys. Thank you.